Talk a little about music industry and what does that do to our spiritual walk?
Man, I tell you, you must guard your ears. It's not just music. Everything, let me say it this way, Vlad, everything is a spirit. Okay? Everything is a spirit. Even when you meet a person, you're not meeting the person, you're meeting the spirit. Okay? We are spirit first, right? There's a saying that the Lord gave me that's really powerful. He said to me, it is never a person, it is always a spirit. Now we see in the Gospels that Jesus goes to his disciples and he says, who do you say the Son of Man am? I, the Son of Man am. And Peter says, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. So Jesus is being revealed through not a man, but through the Spirit of God. The next conversation, Peter goes to Jesus and says, you can't go to the cross. And Jesus, I'm sorry, let me go back. In that scripture, Jesus says, Simon Bar-Jonah, he says, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, but my Father in heaven did. Right? That's part one to this conversation. In part two to the conversation, Peter goes to Jesus and says, you can't go to the cross. And Jesus says something very interesting. He says, get thee behind me, Satan, for you are not about the things of God. But in both conversations, Jesus never acknowledged Peter. He acknowledged the spirit that was operating in Peter based on the revelation of the Christ and based on trying to stop him from fulfilling his destiny. So when you talk about music, when you listen to music, they are spirits attached to it. They are death spirits, spirit of murder and suicide, spirit of rape, spirit of sexual perversion and immorality attached to the music. Remember, Lucifer was the minister of music. So he infiltrates through music. It's amazing to me that you go to churches and you see someone who is struggling in their sexuality leading the choir. How? How can a person who is struggling with their identity, who is not walking in freedom, usher in the presence of God? So many churches are even demonized because the worship leader is under oppression. Do you see how powerful this is? Even in the church, Satan is still infiltrating. When you have the choir director, the leader of worship, battling with their sexuality. Depression is ushering me into God's presence. How can that be?
Thanks for watching. This was just a short clip from the full episode of God's Voice Today podcast. And if you want to see the full story, it should be on the screen right now. So don't miss it.